Yo, all right. All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Ain't gonna take too much of your time. I'm just gonna give my final thoughts before the game because tomorrow the game is at 3:30. So I'm probably not gonna be able to do anything before that. I'm gonna take care of what I gotta do and then come home and watch the game. The weather out here, we starting to get that weather from down there. But other than that, things just looks pretty good up here. Just a little wind. But can Colorado handle this windstorm against UCF? Um, Point spread hasn't changed, of course. They still got them at 2 touchdowns. Yeah, nothing has changed yet, of course. So, I saw where Travis Hunter had responded to Richard Sherman. He said they had talked and talked things out. So that's good. He said he grew up watching Richard Sherman because he's a 49ers fan, and Seattle was their rival. So he patted his game a lot after Richard Sherman. He said he's a lockdown corner, which Richard Sherman was. So we definitely going to need that lockdown corner energy against UCF. They definitely going to need that for UCF. UCF is 3-0 as we know. Buffs is 3-1. So the UCF is trying to go 4-0 here. Buffs is trying to go 4-1, which is I think a game where they could go 4-1 here. Like I said, UCF. Let's see. Let's look at what they already done. Like I said, their first game, they blew out New Hampshire 57-3. Sam Houston, they blew out for the second game of the season 45-14. And then TCU, that was a nail biter. They won by 1 point. TCU kicker couldn't convert to win the game. But yeah, he couldn't convert because if he had kicked it, the game would have been over. So now Colorado, their last game of last season was at the Gasparilla Bowl against Georgia Tech. They lost that game 17-30. So that they did go to a bowl game last year. So they had overall, they had a really good season last year. Got bowl eligible and things like that. So they're trying to make a run. This team is geared this year to try to make a run. Colorado is their trap game because you don't want to play a team like this with an all-American quarterback, all-American cornerback. In my mind, they have an all-American safety as well, and Silman Craig. I'm not sure if Shiloh is going to play in this game. More than likely, I guess they'll keep him out for this game because they have a bye week. So that'll be a couple weeks for him to rest up and come on back. Let's see. Yeah, that'll give him a little bit of time. Yeah, that'll give him a little bit of time to get ready for Kansas State. And Kansas State is still in the top 25 despite losing a game. So they're ranked 23 in the country. So that'll be nice to have everybody back for that game. Because now you're facing a ranked opponent. And you're facing a ranked opponent there. So you want to have them back if you can. But right now, Stoutmeyer is doing really well. So he should have a really good game against UCF. I don't see why not. I don't see why he shouldn't have a good game. But again, I think this is going to come down to the trenches again in the defense. The reason why I say the trenches is because they have to stop UCF's run. They're going to have to try to stop it. And also, Colorado's offensive line going to have to withstand the pressure and not let Shadur get hit too much and sacked too much. That's the key takeaways here, I think, is the trenches, man. Because UCF has that running game. Colorado, obviously, they have a running game, and they're going to have Hayden back to add to their running attack. So that's going to be beneficial. So I'm not even talking about the running game now for Colorado since they're using it. The only thing is now is to protect the quarterback as much as they can. I feel like they had one piece missing to ensure that he has protection. But like I said, I'm not privy to the inner workings of the team and why a certain player is not playing. That's neither here nor there. It's just all about whoever's out there playing. Whatever personnel they have out there, they're going to have to protect Shadur. I had went back and watched some tape on Tyler Johnson. You know he played Texas last year? Anybody aware of that? And he dominated them. He dominated Texas last year. And his quarterback didn't get his man didn't get a sack on the quarterback. And he was playing Texas. And he played against somebody that was over 300 pounds, man, a defensive lineman. And he locked him up. Like it was a point where he grabbed him and they were just like kind of locked up on each other. And I don't know. Maybe he's coming back from an injury. I don't know. That's a puzzle. That's a mystery. Because you put him on that left side, or the right side, it don't matter, in that guard position, and Rock out there. Now the offensive line ain't having no problems. I don't think so. And then I guess Benson will go back to right tackle. And because he only gave up one sack last year at right tackle. But he's playing guard. I believe he's playing out of position. So again, I think their problems are self-inflicted here when it comes to protecting the quarterback. It's self-inflicted. But if they could see, you always, because they're improving each week. So if they can fix that final thing, then they're getting ready to make a really strong run. Being bowl eligible is of course that's going to happen. But now they have their sights set on the big game, which is the Big 12 title. The reason why I say that's the big game is because that can get them in the playoffs for a second-year rebuilding team, which is like unheard of. Like second-year rebuilding team playing for the Big 12 title. And it's very possible, but their last piece of the puzzle, they have to protect the quarterback. They're going to have, see this, you got to give him at least 3 seconds. And in order to give him 3 seconds, you got to have all the beef on the field. You got to have the beef on there. You got somebody 325 pounds that played against Texas. And he didn't give up a sack on Texas. And we know Texas is all that. And because I was like, wait a minute, did he play Texas? I was looking at the film. He played Texas. So he has Texas under his resume. So I don't know how you go to another team and you don't play. But somebody was telling me it's just that if you go to a different system, you could fall behind. And this is what some players need to understand. It's not always beneficial to go to another team, even though you see a lot of people moving around in this transfer portal. A lot of people are getting stuck, and a lot of people are going to teams and they're not playing. When you were playing on your team, I think a lot of people should stay loyal and stick to their team, man. Because he would have been playing this year if he had stayed where he stayed put. And I think this is a lesson for some players to move forward. Like, look, if you're on a team and you're getting a lot of burn and you're the man, you might want to stay there. You might want to stay there. You might want to stay there and work it out with your team and build with your team that you already have. Because now it's just almost like it's almost like he never even played against Texas. He's like he for somebody that played against Texas and then give up a sack against Texas, he's third on the depth chart here. So something went wrong. I honestly think for some of these players, man, you gotta like check it. Like, look, if I'm on a nice squad and I'm a grad student, I only had 1 year left for eligibility, I might want to stay where I'm at. But this is a really big game here. The reason why I say, I mean, every game is a big game in college, but everybody have Colorado down 2 touchdowns, and I don't think they're down 2 touchdowns here. I think this is a nice matchup. This is a really nice matchup, and I honestly think instead of saying it down 2 touchdowns, you might want to have this even. At least have it even, because if you look at who UCF played in their first 3 games, I mean, TCU was a really good opponent. They played a really good opponent and they beat that opponent by, 1 point. And they're lucky to beat that opponent. It's just that the kicker, TCU kicker, couldn't convert. So they should have lost that game. So I honestly think Colorado has the advantage here. Yeah, I think they have the advantage. I think it's set up for people to make money, to be honest with you, which is good. I mean, but I'm just looking at it. Yes, UCF has some good players here. Yes, they do. I know they have a good quarterback. I know they have a nice wide receiver and a nice running game. I know they do. But if you compare it to what Colorado already have, they have an All-American cornerback. They have an All-American wide receiver. That's the same person. He's a wide receiver and cornerback, and he's an All-American. In my mind, you have an All-American safety. Even though Shiloh is out, you still have an All-American safety in Silman Craig. You have an All-American safety. You have a linebacker on that team that played in the national championship and got a ring. He has a national championship ring. So he brings experience because he's already been coached by the Michigan coaches. So he brings that experience to the game. And you got Levante Bentley. He spent all those years at Clemson. It's not by accident that he's playing well. He spent a lot of time at Clemson. It's not a garbage team he came from. And he's playing really well. And you have an All-American quarterback. Okay. The only reason why I think maybe they have them down by 2 touchdowns for people to make money, I guess. Because I don't understand why they're down 2 touchdowns here and why they're the severe underdog. They played a nice opponent in Nebraska. They already have Nebraska. If you compare Nebraska to TCU, I would say Nebraska, since they're in the top 20 in defense in the country, they stuck it in there with Nebraska, and I honestly believe they beat themselves there because they didn't use their running game really much that game, and that was it. I honestly believe they could have beat Nebraska, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know, but I think this is a nice even matchup for them to go in there and win this one. This will be a nice game. The reason why, because it's a away game, and yeah, it'll be a really nice victory here to win this one. And going into the bye week, now they're going to have a little bit of time off to relax and to get ready for TCU. And TCU is if they win this week, they're still in the top 25. So it's really nice to get this win going into the bye week. But down 2 touchdowns, I don't know about that one, man. I don't. I was trying to figure out why they would have them down 2 touchdowns. I don't see it. Maybe the only reason that they have problems protecting Shadur, I'm not sure. But you see, if he still gets a little bit of daylight, even though he get hit, he can still make things, really crack open here. And I don't think this is going to be any different. If they protect him, give him about 2.5, 3 seconds, he'll get that ball off, and he can make some magic happen in conjunction with that running game. Now that he got number 7 back, and I like what the freshman Welch is doing. Augusta doing well too. So the running game is there, and also Shadur is running it. So yeah, this is a really good matchup here. It ain't no 2 touchdowns. If anything, let it be even. Like the matchup is even. Just say that. But damn, down 2 touchdowns? I don't see it. They're gonna have to prove that to me. They really are. This is not an upset. Colorado, this is not an upset. This is trying to make money, right, Isaiah? This is trying to make money. This is not an upset. This is just for people, okay, we're going to make some money off this one. But yeah, this is definitely not an upset. This is a regular game. Okay, they win this game. I'm like, okay, they're supposed to win this game. They were supposed to win it. I mean, you got an All-American quarterback, man. You have to be in the game to have an All-American quarterback. I mean, having a quarterback is half the battle. Like, they have an All-American quarterback. They got and not only that, they have an All-American wide receiver on top of it, and an All-American cornerback. So yeah, they have the advantage. It's just that Vegas, like, you know what? This will be the game where people can really flip their money. This is a flip your money game. The only thing is they just got one more adjustment. They got one more adjustment to make, and Shadur doesn't get touched. I don't think they know that though. And if it came down to a situation where the player may have gotten an attitude and got mouthy, all of the All-Americans and great players had a mouth on them. I'm just telling y'all they did. Every last All-American in the past, I'm not saying it was issues with them, but they still played though. But if they can win without him, then I guess he sit the bench for the rest of the year. But I just want to say, for those that you thinking about going elsewhere, you got to make sure they play you. You better make sure. Man. There was a couple other players that had left, and they're barely getting some time now. They barely getting time. You got to make sure where you're going is the best fit, where they're going to play you. Because you ain't going nowhere if they don't see your talent. If you it's going to be hard to get to the next level. You riding the bench. You got to play, man. Players play. You know what I'm saying? The real players play. Like Caleb Downs, I told y'all when he went to Ohio State, it was no question that he was playing. No question. He does not have to prove himself. No. Nope. He's the type of person, he can go anywhere in the country and play. Anywhere. It's a plug and play situation. It's just certain players, man, you just can't deny. Like, for example, Caden Proctor, he was hurt. As soon as he was eligible, I bet you he's out there starting against Alabama. The real players play, man, no matter where they go. He was supposed to be at Iowa, but that whole situation happened with him. He's back at Alabama, but if he went to Iowa, he'd have been playing. You said you got Colorado on the money line at plus 450. Yeah, I do too. And I think that's easy. That's easy money. That's easy money. You said, okay, it's just nickel. Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying. Like you said, I don't know about this when they start off too slow. they're gonna be in trouble. I hope they win. Yeah, they gotta come out swinging. But even if they came out slow, they gonna win. That's how I see it. Even if they came out slow, yeah, even if they come out slow, if they just have too much firepower, they have too much. But like you said, if this team get up early, they're gonna run that ball and run the clock out. That's what they're gonna try to do. And they could throw it on top of it. So, but they not throwing Travis way. That's just not happening. They will try him. I mean, obviously, got to do it at some point. They'll try him, but and McKinney, I think he's gonna be ready. Sylvan Craig is out there stalking. So yeah, they good, man. It's just they got to stop that run, and the trenches got to be able to protect number 2 because they're gonna be coming for him. Oh, most definitely, they definitely coming for him. And this coach, he gonna have all type of slick plays to try to go get him. So that's the key thing. That's what they're gonna try to do. And but here's the thing though: one false move, 2, if he see daylight, he gonna take it. You're just gonna see him trotting right up that field. So they gotta be careful with him. But yeah, man, this is a nice game here. A really good game. I honestly think it'll be a nice competitive game. You know, something where if you go into the game, you're gonna get your money's worth. You said they think this is CU from last year. Yeah, that's what they think. They still have some signs from last year because Shadur is still getting sacked. He's not supposed to be getting sacked that much. Like if you moving, you trying to make a run and get it done, you gotta find a way to keep him up. And I just don't know. I don't know about the big man. I don't know why he's sitting the bench, and he played against Texas. But see, this is my lesson. If you're going to transfer to a team, you better make sure you're going to play. You better have it in contract. Like, listen, if I come there, am I playing? Well, you're gonna have to. No. I need to know if I'm playing. I need to know if I'm starting. They need to have a contract on that. Because, like I said, there's certain players in the country where it don't matter where they go, they're starting. Like Isaiah Bond. You think he wasn't going to start for Texas? Oh, please. Yes, of course he is. Especially they gave him all that money. Yeah, he's starting. Yes, Caleb Downs is starting. Yes, Caden Proctor is starting. And a few others. But yeah, I must admit, those are the players that are like, they're in the top 1%. Like these are the like bona fide dogs. These are like the dogs that are 3 and done. That I'm naming right now. It's a 3 and done type of situation with those players. So I understand that's kind of not fair. Like I'm naming Caleb Downs. Man, he start anywhere. Like once Coach Saban gave him that stamp of approval, he said it. He said he couldn't deny him. He had to play. So once he said that, yeah, he playing anywhere in the country. But you got to make sure that you're playing. You got to make sure, man. You can't go somewhere and compete. You got to go somewhere and know you starting, man, based off your resume. That's how it works in the NFL. Like if you sign a big offensive lineman and he's a star, he's starting for you. That's why you paying him. You know, you paying for their resume and what they're capable of doing. You can't if you're gonna sit a player and he got 1 year left, you can't bring him on a team, man. That's how I see it. If it's a player, if I'm a coach, I'm like, okay, this player, he's not really working out in training camp. I'm gonna tell him, man, you might have to go back to your squad, or you might have to go look somewhere else. Just like what's his name did. What was the tight end that left? That went to Arizona State. He's playing there. He's getting a lot of playing time because they're using him how he want to be used. So you have to really, it's like a business deal. You can't just go somewhere on hope. Shimon Mater, yeah. And they're really using him, which will give him a good look if he's trying to get to the next level. So you got to really, you got to stand on business on this. You just can't go somewhere on hope, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, see. And the thing is with Colorado, their offensive line is not set in stone. They're not set in stone. They're like, I think Notre Dame, I think they have they have a rotation too, but most of Notre Dame starters are starting. They're not losing their spots, right? Their offensive line, they had many years to work on it, right? Their offensive line is already solidified. They have freshmen that know they're going to start by their junior year, so they're willing to stick it out that long, or they might have someone that they know they're going to start by their senior year. They know they're starting because they're working their way up the ladder. They just got to wait their turn because they got seniors on the team that's going to the NFL. They put out NFL talent, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a farm thing. So they know the younger classmen, they know where they know where they stand at because they're learning from the upperclassmen. Colorado is not there yet as far as a solidified offensive line, meaning that their seniors are teaching the young people because everybody see the difference with Colorado is their offensive line, nobody had a job at first. Everybody was competing against each other. So everybody's competing against each other and they worried about starting. It's not like that at like Notre Dame or something like that. They already know who their starters are. They already know. Like, okay, they recruit you. You know that eventually by your sophomore and junior year, you're going to know where you stand. It's like some see the difference between Colorado and other teams. They already have a solidified offensive line. That's why they're having problems on their offensive line. They could be having problems because the assignments are off and there's a lot of other things. They still have a new offensive line. These people were put together. A lot of these people didn't play together over 2 years with each other. But they have to play the hand that they're dealt. See, they're building with the transfer portal. They're not really they don't. I mean, Coach Prime has only been there 2 years, right? So he don't have enough time yet to actually build the Hogs up. It's going to take about 4 years, 4 or 5 years for him to do that. In year 5, if he decides to stay there, yes, the offensive line ain't gonna have no more problems. No more. He'll know who's starting, and then the young people come in, they can learn from the seniors. And then, like that. You said their wide receiver plays like Travis. Yeah, so I guess Travis will go have his work cut out for him, huh? Maybe they put Travis on him. I would like to see that matchup then. So then Travis get to play him and have fun out there. So that'll be a good matchup then if he play like Travis. I'm actually going to be waiting for that matchup. It takes more than a couple years to gel, fam. It takes about 4 years. It takes about 3 to 4. Some of these players, they just now playing together. Yeah, man, it's just the way it is. I honestly believe they thought they were going to get the Hogs in with no problem. That's what I thought. They probably thought they were going to get like major people in. The most coveted offensive lineman they got in was Tyler Johnson. And he's having a problem playing. He's having a problem right now. And I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe something going on. I don't know. But you got to go with the people that's starting. So if he's not starting, okay. So we got the starters here. So they got to make sure he don't get hit that much. He's taking too many hits to be competing late in the season. He's taking too many hits. He can't take that many sacks. Because if you play a close game, they can edge you out now. So no, they got to get that. They got to get that last thing straight. You know, you're always going to have some problems, right? Nothing is going to be perfect. Yeah, but Ryan is not playing, fam. You say he's their best defensive tackle, but he's not playing. So I beg you differ. He's not really playing. So you have to, um, if he is their best, he has to play then contextual. He has to play then. So if he's the best, then he has to play. You know what I mean? And then it's just a little. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. Now, yes, you're saying that the players need to gel together, but the coaches need to know what they have. They may not know what they have all the way, but see, if you bring in a freshman and now he's a junior, you know what you have. You know what you got by then. And you know all his attributes and you know what he can do. So it's hard. It's some challenges here because you know, you don't have enough ball. Everybody can't start, you know what I mean? Unless you have a rotation. It's a good thing to have on the offensive side because you got so many receivers. So that's a good thing to have. Somebody got to sit, you know, just the way it is. But you know, nothing is going to be perfect. You just got to play the hand you're dealt. So if they having problems still protecting the quarterback, they just got to work around. They got to figure out a way. And yeah, work it like that. Yeah, I like how they spell that. Heisman. Heisman. I like how they you said Cam McKell will play. Yeah. Yeah, I think he played a little bit last week, didn't he? Didn't he play special teams? I believe a lot of those players be on special teams too. A lot of those players be on special. I know a lot of people don't like some players. They don't really like special teams. I didn't mind it. I had to play special teams. The only reason I had to play special teams because my school was small. So yeah, you better pick a spot. Everybody had their spot. You know what I mean? So you had to go play special team. Sometimes we used to like have competition who get the most tackles on special team. You know what I'm saying? You know, different things like that. We used to compete. Oh, Cam hadn't suited up. He was hurt. Damn, they got a lot of injuries. So you want to dominate on special team, right? You know what I'm saying? So you have your little bragging rights. You know, like, yeah, I got a tackle and I depleted somebody, you know, stuff, different things like that. We had to play both special teams. I'm talking about the kickoff and punt return. That's how small we were. I ain't mind it. I did not mind it. Oh, Jimmy is blocking. Yes, he is. He is blocking as a wide receiver. Yeah, well, we had no other choice. You said the Suicide Squad. Yeah, we had different names for it, but we had to play it if we weren't starting. You know, I had my spot on the field, and this is what we used to do. Like, everybody had their spots and their zones on the field, and your man better not have got past you. Oh my God, man! You talking about wind sprints? Oh my God, the coach would kill you because you know, like, all right, let's say the punt return, right? We each had like different areas of the field where we got to cover, and if that man get past you, oh man, you in trouble. If you slip a tackle, you in trouble. It used to make it fun though. You know what I mean? Man, I remember when our punter got trucked. Oh my God, he got hurt too. Our punter got hurt because he tried to make a tackle, knowing that he only like 111 pounds. Oh man. Then somebody came up and got helped him out. He actually no, he got trucked, but he got dragged. You don't rarely see people get dragged. He got dragged. That's how skinny he was. That man dragged him for like a couple yards. Man, then somebody came and tackled him. Or the worst thing is, when you running, you trying to, how like you have a blind side, right? But you running trying to get the tackle and somebody just cut you off and knock you down. That's the worst kind of hit. That is the worst kind of hit. But yeah, you had to pick your spot on the special team so you get your uniform dirty. But I remember it was one time where, because our senior team, they needed somebody to fill the position because everybody got hurt. So I'm sitting there and standing there. He told me to get in the game, and I couldn't find my fucking helmet, yo. I'll never forget. Couldn't find, like, where the fuck is your helmet? I can't. Your helmet's supposed to be on. I couldn't find it, man. Oh man, couldn't find the helmet. But yeah, they Jimmy do block though. I be seeing him. He can block for a wide receiver. He can. His man ain't going nowhere. He locked this one guy up. It was hilarious. He just locked him up. You saw him just like on each other. Travis do it too. And he always getting scuffles when he do it because the other person usually mad about it. Remember last week, I believe he got into a little scuffle. That's the fun part about it, getting into a little scuffle and, share pleasantries about each other's mother, stuff like that. We used to do all type of nasty stuff. Don't let his girlfriend be in the stands. Now that's your girl now to him. Yeah. I couldn't find my helmet, man. Yeah, coach, he yelled so bad at me that he lost his voice. And I mumbled under my thumb. I said, good for his ass. Good. Because at the halftime, he's still yelling at me. You know how, when you go back, the coach got to talk to the team. He said, come here to me. And he couldn't talk. He couldn't talk, man. He was beat red in the face and couldn't talk. He said, I better not hear you ever complain again about not getting in the game. Yep. He sure did. I think he took it out on me because he put me at that center. He put me in that center, dog. He put me at center. Do you hear me? Center. I said, see, he want to sit up here and play with somebody now. So now I got to do that. Now I told him, I said, if I get a penalty, don't worry about it. He said all those receivers blocked. Travis, LeJounte, they all blocked. Jimmy's a little different though with the blocking. He's a little different. Because he got speed. He can actually run with you and block. Like it's his speed. But I like Jimmy though. LeJounte, yeah, of course. Travis do it. He always be getting into it. A little extracurricular. But I don't see no problem in this game, man. I don't see what people. It seem like people worried about this game. I don't know why I ain't worried about it. Like, what is it? Because UCF? I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. But who have they played this year? Nobody. Except for TCU. Or TCU, they did play TCU. I give them that. And they did have a nice, they was above 500 last year. So that's not a bad team. But I just think this one team is better. That's all. I think Colorado is better. Now, when they play, now if they were playing Kansas State and they were down 2 touchdowns, that I could see. I could see that. You know, then even there, I would say 1 touchdown. You know what I'm saying? I have to take a touchdown away. I would have to say at least one. I'd say a half touchdown. But this team, no, it's even. If anything. Oh, revert. Well, look, if they throw 50 times and they winning, then everything is all good. But if they sit there and the game is like a nail biter, then if you said people got a little PTSD, that's hilarious. Yep. They running it now. They shut me up. They shut me all the way up. They shut me up, dog. Oh yeah, you sitting up here bumping your gums saying we can't run the ball. Okay. No, I didn't know. I was bumping my gums saying I didn't know. Let me tell you this. Let me clear this up. I never said they couldn't run the ball. I said it was the coaches. See, I got even a little deeper with them. I said it was the coaches that was fucking up. That's what I said. You never hear me talk bad about a player, do you? Never. When the last time you heard me talk bad about a player? Never. Never. I'm always on the coaches. Never the players. Nope. Never the players. And look, the offensive line, I'm still saying it's the coach's fault. I'm still saying that. I'm still saying it. Now, I must admit, the coaches can't go out there and block, right? So you got to put it on the players too, right? Because the coaches can't go out there and block. Low Hope can't go out there and block. He already did his thing. He was in the NFL. He was in the NFL. But I don't never knock the players, man. I never do. Never do. It's on the coaches. Anytime the offensive line is exerting energy pass blocking the whole game, it's the coach's fault. It's not them. It's the coaches, and I'm still saying that. But they fixed it. Now the coaches fixed it. I have to give credit where credit is due. They are running the ball. They are. I don't even care if Shadur got to do it. If he got space, go ahead and run it because he can run. Some people see. I believe the skinny on him is that he's not a dual threat, and he is a dual threat. He is. See that I think people are getting this wrong about him. He is a dual threat. Okay, he's not a statue. He's a dual threat. Oh no, Prime, of course he saw that loss coming. He did. He did see it coming. That's why he is saying we got to run the ball. If he was calling the play, if it was up to him, we'd be running the ball. I guarantee it. We'll have a balanced attack and they'd be airing it out like crazy because it'll be easier to air it out. I saw his face during that Stanford game at halftime. He looked worried. He was the only one. People like celebrating. He wasn't celebrating. And I remember his halftime speech. He said, "Y'all do not let off this gas." And I mean, obviously he know the game. He played it, so he could see what's going on. You know what I mean? So, but he can't play. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. But they're good now. If you know, I have to give credit where credit is due, man. They are running the ball. So let me just say this. Let's say if they ran the ball, had a balanced attack, and they just happen to lose a game, okay, then the best team won. That's all. You win some, you lose some. That's how I would say it. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. They still gonna be eligible for a bowl and all of that. It's not a big deal. But I tell you what's gonna happen though. They're gonna beat somebody they ain't got no business beating. And everybody gonna be surprised about it. Like that Kansas State game. Watch they beat that. Watch they win that game. Watch. Remember I said it. That's gonna be easy money. Easy money, because I'm telling you, they just gonna win it. They just gonna win it. It's a team that you do not want to play. They don't have nothing to lose. People thinking they're gonna lose every week. You know, nobody's giving them credit. I mean, when I say no, people are giving them credit. I'm just talking about those analysts that people listen to. You know, but yeah, they can be number one in the conference. Actually, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, you're talking about the conference. Okay, yes. Because of the because yeah, if they win this game, because yeah, you're right. Because yeah, they could be, if not number one, they'd be close to it. You're right about that. Wait, did Utah lose? They will be in, I would say they'd be in the top, they'd be in the top five. They beat Kansas State. Oh, they moving all the way up. Oh, they're already in the top five? Okay, yeah. So they looking at the top 1 or 2, 3 spots, something like that. They definitely gonna move up if they win this week. You're right. You're right about that. I'm thinking overall, Quan. I'm thinking cracking the top 25 in the nation. But yeah, conference play, of course. So that's why this is a really good game. Really good game here. Really good game. People are biting their nails a little bit. They probably got a little bit of PTSD. You know what I'm saying? But that's all right, because they see Shadur getting sacked a little bit like that. But I'm telling you, they one click away from him not getting sacked no more. It's just up to the coaches at this point. You notice that, right? I'm not saying the players. I'm on these coaches, man. I'm on these coaches. It's up to them. They one click away now. Remember I said, listen, you put that man on the field, his man is not getting past them. Remember I said it. And you got to keep Rock out there too now, because Rock is strong. So you got to have him out there no matter how you look at it. You got to have him out. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now about Rock. I think he got 1 more year eligibility left. After that, he is off to the NFL. Remember I said it. He's off. He's off. I think he's about 6'3", right? He got the size, and he's about 3 and some change. Yeah. Yep. He just got to be at guard. To be honest with you, I think he's a center. To be honest with you. That's a center, yo. But it is what it is. That's just my opinion. Just because I know he played center at Jackson State. But that's a really good win for tomorrow. I'm gonna be cheering. This is the game where I'm gonna be cheering. I'm really cheering them on, because this is the game right here. Yep. This is the game, because all the people are, oh yeah, they down by 2 touchdowns. No, they're not. No, they're not. As soon as that whistle blow, it's 0-0. We're even until it progresses and whatnot. But this is gonna be a good one right here. Remember, I said it. Two gonna do something sick this game. I'm telling you, he gonna do something crazy. Remember, I said it. He gonna do something crazy. LeJohntay gonna catch a big one. Travis gonna be Travis, and Jimmy gonna slide one in. Remember, I said that. And then they got Omarion just waiting. He just waiting and foaming at the mouth. He just waiting to catch that ball. Yeah, man, this is a good game here. They gonna pull it out. You said they will be ranked if they you mean the top 25? They gotta beat Kansas State. If they beat Kansas State, they're in the top 25 for sure. Oh, here we go. We got one. Let me see. Delay said they finna get destroyed. He put see how he put the emoji on me? You see how he fell out the bushes? Mike, you see this? You see how they fall? They fall out the bushes on me, man. Oh, the dancey fade. And also, I have to say pause again, but Travis got to wear the same underwear. Pause. Now I know y'all like, Max, what do you mean with his underwear? He said it. He said every time he wear the same underwear, magic happens. So Travis, you gotta wear the same underwear, man. Okay. You gotta wear I didn't want to say it, but I had to, because he said it. He said, every time I wear these underwear, I win. So, well, he gonna have to wear them underwear. And I just had to say it, Travis. Pause. But that man is so he's gonna do him. So I ain't worried about Travis. I'm not worried about Silman Craig. I'm not worried about McKinney. I ain't worried about none of them. This is gonna be an easy game, man. Not easy, but it's gonna be a game they're gonna pull out. Put it that way. Nah, hell with that. Man. I'm not going out like no sucker. No, this is an easy game, fam. This is routine, yo. That's what I'm saying right there. This is routine. I don't know why people say, oh my God, they playing UCF. So what? This they gonna pull it out. They gonna win by 2 touchdowns or something like that. Remember, I said it. Since they down by 2 touchdowns, so they might as well win by 2 touchdowns. So that's what I'm saying right there. See how these people falling out the bushes on me? Yeah, after Kansas State, Jay, they should be ranked. If not number 1 in the conference, number 2, because I'm not sure if Utah is what they're doing. But it'll be 1 and 2 in the conference, ranked in the top 25 for sure. And it's good because it's coming off a bye week. So that's why this game is important, because that's nice momentum going into the bye week. And then you're going to have the hitter back. You're going to have Shiloh back, because he's just itching to play. Utah has Arizona tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to be looking out for that too. Thank you, Joshua. I know it's free, but ain't nothing free in this world, man. Nothing, not even air. Nothing is free. He said, here come the Bush people. I know they do that to Stanford. They do that. And you know why they do it? As soon as I mention it, they do it. They just wait for me to mention it. I'm a sitting duck for them. They love to get at me. But you know what? I can take it. Pause. Why do I have to keep saying pause, man? Why do I have to keep saying that? I shouldn't have to keep saying that, man. It's not y'all. It's me. I don't know where I came up with the Dame Dash thing, man. It's because I'm covering this whole Diddy trial over my other channel, and everything is pause over there. Pause. Max, pause. Pause, Max, pause. I said, why can't I say baby oil? Pause, man. Just say pause after the baby oil. So I got PTSD now. But they wait for me. They wait for me, and they love to sit up there and troll me. They love it because they know I respond to them. And I know I'm not supposed to respond. I know that, but they know I'm going to. So they're like, yeah, there he is. Let's go get him. So, like I said, they're going to win by 2 touchdowns. That's it. That's it. End of story, DJH. They've been coming for me all season. You know, and that I'm used to it now. If you notice, they troll. I don't block them no more. I just listen. I block them. They come back with another screen name. I don't block nobody no more. I'm tired of it. I just can't do it, because they enjoy it. They enjoy trolling me. But man, I forget who they trolled somebody so hard one night, and this guy usually don't respond, and he did. He did. They were really giving it to him. But that's just the way. That's the game, man. That's how it is. Because see, they go, when I say they going to play for that Big 12 title, I'm not lying. That's what they got to do. They got to play for the Big 12 title. Not only that, they got to win it. Because I told y'all what I'm going to do. I will go to their first playoff game. After that, I am on the first plane smoking out of the country. That's it. I'm gone. Going for, I ain't gonna be going too long, but you know, it is great football all day. I'm gonna be catching. You said Nebraska. Who they playing? Who's Nebraska playing? I'm watching Nebraska because of that quarterback. I'm watching him. We'll see what he up to. And then, oh yes, Alabama and Georgia. That's the late game. I gotta watch that. Definitely. Alabama and Georgia. Definitely. I'm gonna watch that. Now, Colorado, they at 3:30, right? Eastern Standard Time. So that give me a little time to do what I gotta do during the day. And I'll be home by 3 o'clock. And yeah, I'll be home by 3 o'clock. And then go ahead and watch them. Oh, they playing Purdue. Okay, that's a nice little game for y'all right there. Y'all should pull that out, Mike. No problem. Y'all should pull that out with no problem, Purdue. There ain't no problem for y'all right there. Only reason I know, I was watching Purdue not last week, the week before last. That's a pretty decent game for y'all to pull out right there. That shouldn't be a problem. You prefer the prime time? Yeah. Branding. I think the next game might be after the bye week against Kansas State. You know, that's going to be a really watch game. This game going to do numbers too, I think. Definitely, I heard the stadium is sold out. So it's going to be a nice little environment for everybody that's going. And then a lot of content creators meeting up. They're going to be on the field. So that's going to be nice, right? I wish I could have went, but yeah, I got some stuff going on here. But that would have been a nice little field game for me, you know? See, I'm one of them people, like, you got to bring some noise. Defense. You know, you got to yell defense, you know? Mike, a Nebraska fan. He Nebraska all day. But they got a little nice game against Purdue tomorrow. So that's, yeah, y'all should be able to pull that out. Defense looking real good. Y'all defensive line is all that. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna hold you. And y'all are known for having good defensive lines anyway. From, you know, people in the past. You said they've been working with Big Anquin Barnes. Oh yeah, he ready to go. He ready to go. He gonna give people problems. They got Chadozie coming back. Get a little bit of action. He ready. He got the brace on his arm, but that's nothing right there. He ready to go. So he got the block bully, call him the block bully, right? Got the block bully back. So yeah, I'm not worried about this game. I'm ready, man. I wish I could just sit up there and air this game out, but they gonna sit up there and copyright me. Maybe I'll do it on Discord. They every time I try it on Discord, they black the game out. I gotta figure that out. But anyway, it's on what channel is coming on? I think it's on regular TV. So it should be all right. But yeah, man, they got there early. You know, they got a feel for the place. They ready to go. Oh, Fox. Okay. That's good right there. So yeah, it'll be it's a lot of good ball games tomorrow. I'm gonna be catching. So oh, it's a Fox game this week. Okay. So that's cool. It's on Fox. All right. So Fox it is then. Um you said Big Noon will be there? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Big Noon kickoff will be there. All right, so cool. I will be tuning into Big Noon Kickoff. That's what's up. Man, they getting all the billings this year. Yeah, they're gonna have some good views tomorrow. This is a game where it's gonna be a real good game. And I think, don't hold me, James, I think 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. I have to look at it again. I believe it said 3:30. They coming out with a victory. They leaving Florida with a victory, man. Point blank, period. They leaving with a victory. That's it. Already etched it out right there. Run the ball. Make sure the Shadur don't get hit too much so he can be comfortable. And then he gonna throw it. Or if he got to force the issue, he had to force the issue. Whatever the other, they got to win the game. You said Shaq, DJ Khaled, Paulie D, and Jerry Shore will be out there. Uh-oh. Khaled better enjoy himself. Because shit about to hit the fan. It's about to hit the fan, son. It's about to hit the fan. I'm about to break a story in a second. It's getting ready to hit the fan, yo. I'm just telling you. Let me see. But yeah, man, I figured it'll draw some celebrities. They always do. I heard that UCF got some recruits coming in. It's a good game for them, to have the recruits come in. You said you're doing better. You said you're doing better than last year. You was going crazy last year. Oh yeah, I ain't worried about the trolls this year. We got a good relationship with the trolls this year. Oh, 3 to 5 stars. So they got a nice little recruitment weekend. Oh, Sherman is working. He's a commentator. That's probably why he can't show up. Yeah, you say glad they made up. It was just a misunderstanding. I mean, Sherman he's coming from the perspective. I mean, he played in the NFL, and he's saying that there's no way he's going to play both ways. Because of the demands. He said the NFL. He said, look, put it this way. He said the NFL, you concentrate on one position. You got men that they got families to feed. He's going against people that got families to feed. And they're eating off this. So they are concentrating on one position. And so he gonna have his work cut out for him. That's what he said. He just saying it based off his experience. Even though he excelled at it, but he said it's very demanding. So we're gonna see. You just gotta wait and see what happens when he get there. I say let him play a little bit on both, you know. But he said that he's gonna have people on his team that they feed their family off that position. So they're not gonna want him to take it. So he's saying it's just that's the way it is. So I honestly think I don't know what if he goes in there for what position he gonna play, cornerback? But see, you got him at cornerback, but he's hella talented at wide receiver too. So what do you do about that? You got to let him play a little bit. That's what I say. He don't have to take that many snaps, but you got to let him play it. He's young, let him play. Maybe he can help you win the game. Like if you're down in the game, you might as well let him play. See what he can do. See what he can do. But I understand that the NFL, the way they work it is different. It's not like college. It's like you got these guys. I'm a cornerback. This is how I feed my family. I'm a cornerback. I'm a wide receiver. I work all off season on one position, so But I would say he would have some plays written up just in case, because he could help the team. I mean, but we'll see. We'll see when he get there. But right now, he playing all the game tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be a nice fit. Like let's say if I was the head coach that he end up with, I'm like, look, Travis, me and him have a talk. Like, look, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. So what I'm gonna let you do is we're gonna have plays designed for you. Or you will come in as a decoy. Different things like that. We have different things going on. But it's a difference in the NFL. Okay, so you have he will be possibly taken away from somebody. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I honestly think he's an exception, but we just got to wait. If he gonna make his money playing defensive back, then play defensive back then. But at least if you're having a close game and it's not working with what you have, then put him in at receiver because what you have is not working. So you might as well put him in a receiver, see what he can do, and I guarantee he's gonna catch some crazy ass pass. So yeah, they gonna have no other choice. They gonna figure out something. But unfortunately, the way it's working out, him and Shadur are not gonna be able to play together. So maybe at some point in their career they might, but right now he looked like he's the overall number one player to be drafted first. So and then Shadur right after him. But if somehow they could meet up again in their career, that'll be dope. I know the Jets need a two-way start. Don't even get me started with the Jets, man. I guarantee you that Jets coach will let him play. I guarantee you he would. Or at least not every snap, but he will give him his fair snaps. Oh, the Jets quarterback, and he's a player's coach. The Jets quarterback is like he's celebrating just like Miami coach. He acts different. He need to go somewhere where somebody is like that. But yes, the Jets coach is like a player's coach, man. He will try to put him in that game if it's gonna help. Like, because if it ain't nothing else working, put him out there at receiver, please. Because maybe he can do something for you. Yeah, they will. Another thing you just reminded me. You said the NFL will make it happen if they want to make it happen. You know what? That's sell tickets, yo. Look at this, guys. We got the two-way athlete. You know how many tickets that gonna sell? Yeah, he probably will be doing that. He probably will. Like they won't do it like how Colorado is doing it, but he'll get enough snaps to do something. I mean, because think about this: if you got him at cornerback, okay, he's locking down the receiver, he's doing what he have to do. Okay, fine, but we need a boost. We need some type of boost on offense because nothing's working. Then what do? You just keep on the sideline and he begging to come in? Well, go ahead, Travis. You ain't tired, right? You're like, no, well, go ahead. Do what you got to do. I bet you Andy Reid will play him. Now, Andy Reid, that's one person that will play him because he makes sure he used the players' attributes to their limit. Whatever you good at, he wants you to do that. But he's not going to be playing with Andy Reid. That's not happening. So he is a unicorn. He is. I've never seen nothing like. He don't get tired. And it looks like he's playing in practice, but he's not. He's not. He just don't get tired, man. He knows how to control his breath too. He's very good at that. And then when he is kind of tired, he will come out the game to get a breather. But if he was with Andy Reid, oh yes, Andy Reid be writing up plays on defense for him too, and offense, for sure. And if he played at Dallas, bad as I hate to say it, because that owner, he go a long way with me. A little bit of him go a long way with me. But he will, if that means he gonna sell out that stadium, he gonna do it. Travis gonna be out there playing for sure. Now, if something happened or he get hurt, then they'll dial back a little bit. You said everyone gets tired, man. I know, but he's not getting tired. So yes, he's a unicorn. I know everybody get tired, but he's not getting tired. The only time he came out the game, one game, because he had a cramp in his leg. I know. Pause, Quan. Pause. Damn, man. Y'all get me again with this pause, man. Why y'all doing this to me? Man, you should have saw in the last video I did on last channel. Oh my God, they said, Max, can you say pause, bro? Can you do that? I'm like, bro, man, like, yeah, the cardio is amazing. I want to know what his secret is. What's his secret to good cardio? Do he run mountains or something? Is something he doing he not telling us? But it's working. And he playing at high altitude. Okay, they listed him as wide receiver 1 in the draft. Okay, so they're gonna have him at receiver. Okay, he get a little bit more money then. That's all good. Yeah, he just made different. Man, it's this guy. I played chess, right? It's this guy, this Indian guy, Indian kid. The kid is just different, yo. It's some people, they're just different, man. It's like the way he beat this guy, man. It was like, I don't know. It's like he see the game in 3D. That's the way it was. It's just like the way he beat him. That man didn't even have a queen left on the board or nothing and still beat this guy, man. And I knew it was coming. The guy was just so confident, like he took the man's queen, but he sacrificed his queen for a reason, for 10 moves ahead and beat him. Some people just different. They're going to study Travis like they did Jordan. Yeah, it's just some players that come along. It's just different, man. Prime was like that. Simone like that too. She's different. I mean, they just got this like relationship with the force. They just got a working understanding of the force. The force is what I call, when you have a good understanding with the force, at some point you go into what we call you in a zone. When you're in a zone. And I can't explain it. You ever played and you was in a zone? Like just you doing everything right? You just in a zone. It's like you at one with the force. You're like controlling, literally manipulating the game. That's what Prime used to do. He used to manipulate the game and don't even tackle nobody. That's the crazy part. He used to bait quarterbacks to throw at a receiver that he was covering, but they didn't know he was covering them, so that they could throw at him so he can intercept it. It's crazy. He'll bulk up more. Remember, he's still young. He's still got more growing to do. He hasn't reached his full maturity yet. That's the scary part. So yeah, within 2 years in the league, he will be bigger. Most definitely. He's going to be bigger. But see, he could stay to his senior. Remember, he got another year left. He's not a senior, he's a junior. But he's still leaving. So imagine, give him a couple years in the league. Or that's just his body type. That could just be his body type. And he ain't going to get no bigger. So we'll see. But I think he'll get a little bigger. Because you notice, like with the NFL, that's all they do is work out. They don't have class anymore. So all they do, yeah, he's a junior. Yeah, he got one more year left. He's literally a junior. Remember, he played 1 year at Jackson State, remember? He only played 1 year at Jackson State. Last year he was a sophomore when he came to Colorado. Yeah, he's a junior now. Dude, baller, man. It went by so quick. You remember when at the end of that bowl game they lost? Then Travis took a while to make his decision. It seemed like it was yesterday. And then finally, remember, he made the decision and said that he's coming to Colorado, where everybody knew he was coming. It seemed like it was yesterday, man. Yeah, he only played 1 year at Jackson State. Yeah, he's a junior, man. That's what's scary about it. He's a junior. He's still young. He just carried himself older. But yeah, Travis, he's a young man. He's a kid to me, but he's still young, man. He just carried himself a different way. He's literally a unicorn. He really is. There's nobody like him. He's not a regular young person. You know, young people want to be, they want to go out and you said melanin is a mystery to them. Wow, you said it like that. Man. And also, he's been doing this since Little League. He's been playing both sides of the ball. So he having fun out there. God has just blessed him with a talent. That's what it is. And he just, man, he don't go nowhere. He don't hang out at the clubs. And I know Richard Sherman felt some type of way when Travis responded. That's why he had to call him. He said, Travis, I didn't mean it that way. You're going to be a professional. He probably was just looking out for him. Like, you're not going to play both sides. I don't want you to get hurt. So he called him. How you think he felt when Travis said, I looked up to you? That changed everything there. He like, wait a minute, I got to call this kid. You said Dancy got the fade. What's going on with Coach Dancy? He has come out of his show. Oh yeah, Dancy gonna be a head coach one day. Excuse me, he's gonna go back to being a head coach. He was a head coach before. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, Travis said he was hurt by it. And I understand where Sherman was coming from, right? He was like, look, NFL, you gotta do this and do that. But when he felt that Travis had a problem with, he had to call him. He's like, yeah, well, this is a misunderstanding. Nah, he's not average, bro. There's nothing average about him. But I do know that he had to call Travis on that one. He had to. And I know he like, damn, I didn't realize he really listened to me like that. Man, you'll be surprised, man. That's why you got to be careful. That's why I don't down these kids. Like, I down them coaches, though, but not them. I find a way to get on the coaches. But no, not the kids, man. Not the young men. Because to play that game, it's hard to play this game. So they're doing something above average. You know what I'm saying? If you put that helmet on, you're a bad son of a you know what. If you put that helmet on, you a bad man. That's for all the way to the kicker. You put that helmet on, you bad. That's all I can say. It takes a certain amount of person to kick that field goal. Because if he missed that field goal, they would have lost the game. I'm just letting y'all know that. But I like when he line it up. You know how he do with his hand, he line it up. I like, okay, he lining it up. And then and I like how they line up right before he kick it, then the line come together. I like how they do that. That's old school. I like how they do that. Yeah, man, it takes a certain player to be playing this game, man. Yeah, he listened to Sherman though, man. He said he looked up to him. He patterned his game after him. I know that changed Sherman when he heard that. He like, fuck, yo. He had no idea that Travis like patterned his game after him. And no, he's above average. He's above average. What's going on, Dina? Oh no, they listening. And trust me, they are. The kid, the young people, they listening. You said you wasn't happy when Keyshawn was talking about Kermani like he did. Yeah, you gotta understand, these people are still young. They got time to mature. Like, how were you acting when you were 17 years old? Do you remember how you were acting? You still, I never forget this. They said if Maya Angelou had died if she had died when Malcolm and them age, she would have never been Maya Angelou. You know what I'm saying? You got to give people time to mature. You know what I'm saying? We all made mistakes. But they be listening though, man. Because this one vlogger, I never forget it. He was talking something about Kermani, right? He didn't think he was listening, and Kermani hit him up. And he was surprised that he hit him. He was like, I want to know where you got this from so I can address it. Because that's a lie. He said, I don't have a problem. I know for a fact he don't have no problems with people at Florida. I know he don't, because I know somebody that played there. He doesn't have any problems there. What's happening is Florida has you have to develop, right? It's this different type of freshman. Like some freshmen are just like true to the bone, like a Caleb Downs. He can play right now. Like it don't matter where he goes, right? Some freshmen, they got to build up to it. It might take them 2 years to build up to being on the starting team. It takes a while. Because remember, some teams don't even play freshmen really like that. Back in the day, they really didn't play freshmen like that. Like back in the 80s, 90s, they didn't do that. You have to they build you first. And that's what he's doing. But great student though. They don't talk about that. Now, see, Coach Prime did play both sides in the NFL, but he didn't play that many snaps though. Sometimes they use him as a decoy. Sometimes he came in on special plays. And then usually when he came in, he was a game changer, though. That ball was going to him, usually. And his speed, it's hard to, he had 4.2 speed. So a lot of those plays are designed for his speed. And he took off. I'll never forget it. But he was a monster on special teams. Holy crap. It could be the fourth quarter and he not getting tired. The only person I can think of was Devin Hester that was like that. Devin Hester, Ted Ginn Jr. was like that too. Where they don't ever get tired, just very rare. Very, very rare. Man, that was my childhood watching him play. Man, it was something to see, wasn't it, Dina? If you remember, it was something to see, man. Prime out there, it was a spectacle. But now you got Travis and it's a lot of players out there I like. You got Travis, and I like what a few players doing up there, and with Andy Reid and them, they doing pretty good. There's some players out there. Yeah, he said he might snatch up Travis, showing the Cowboys. We will see. But I don't think so. We'll know by December, like what the records look like, to see who's going to be in that lottery. It looked like Travis, I know people say he need to get bigger. It looked like he got bigger. He's gotten bigger. If you compare him to his freshman year, yeah, he's gotten bigger. He's what you call wiry strong. He's slim, but he's strong. You know what I mean? So he's definitely gonna get bigger in the NFL. Yeah, it was incredible to see Prime, man. He was no joke. And he can talk it and back it up. You think he looked the same? I don't think so. I don't think he looked the same. He got bigger. And I know, you see, Travis, they be listening. I mean, you know how some people say, "Oh, he can't tackle and all that." What was he doing the last game? And that last tackle he made was amazing. And I believe he used. They said he uses his head. No, he didn't. He used his forearm to knock that ball out. He used his forearm on his shoulder or something like that, and he hit the ball and knock it out to dislodge that ball to end the game. That was amazing. Another Heisman play. Yeah, he gained a little weight, but the thing is, he burned so much calories during the game, though. So, I mean, he just would have to go home and eat a big meal, and some steak dinners and stuff like that. But he'll be good. That it's just he burns so much calories, man. Like, yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, give him another few years to grow in and mature. Remember, he's only a junior. That's the crazy part. I know. Pause, Ed. I know. Yeah, he tracked the ball, and he dislodged it. The same thing with LeJontay Wester. That was an amazing play too, for him to keep that concentration. He knew where that ball was going. They practiced it, and they went out of there with it. It was crazy. You said he's auditioning every week for his dream job. That's crazy, right? He already auditioned. He already got the job. He just got to stay healthy. He already got the job. I think at this point, everybody like, okay, we know what he can do. He said peanut butter and jellies. He needs something after the game. Eat on that bus on the way to the plane. Yeah, Prime was a show. I keep talking about that game, Monday Night Football against the New York Giants. Bill Parcells. This was late in the game. He before the punter went out there, he said, "Do not kick it to him. Do not kick it to him." He said that. He's pointing at Prime. Do not. I think it was a kickoff return. He pointed to him. He said, "Do not kick in his direction." He said, "Okay." He shook his head and went out. Next thing you know, Prime tracked that ball down and he ran it down. That's what happened. And he caught it. It was a wrap. Yeah, that's his only just stay healthy, get ready for the draft. You said Jones need to snatch up the whole team. Yeah, he was excited about Shadur. He was like, "Where is Shiloh?" He was at looking for him too. Because he see the possibilities. He like, I'm gonna get both of them. He real excited. He pay people too. That's the only thing. I mean, a little bit of him go a long way with me, but at least he do pay his players. I give him that. Because look what he don't did to Dak. Like, who the hell is Dak's agent? I think Jerry Jones just like Dak. He just likes him. He said, "Don't worry, Dak. I'm gonna make you a rich young man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Dak." He did the same thing to Tony Romo. If he likes you, you ain't going nowhere. That's just what it is. He will win and lose with you. He don't care. That's one thing I do give him. I give him that. You said Travis had T on his podcast. I got to go back and watch it. I missed it. That might have been a good one right there. Is T.O. at the game? Is he going to be there? He'd probably be out there. I know he will want Shadur, Dean, and he'll want him on the team too. Because, Dak is like, give him another few years. He probably ready to retire. Oh, was it a great podcast? I got to go watch it now. Yeah, I definitely got. He probably be at the game, right? To. I'm sure he had a lot of influence on those receivers as well. You know he did. He had to. Him just being out there and talking to him, I know it did something for him. He said he might as well slide To in that coaching staff. I mean, whatever he's doing now, it's working. Just him being out there. I thought he said he don't want to be a coach. I mean, come on, To, you might as well. Yeah, he's an extension of Prime's coaching mission. Okay, so he's just out there helping out. But he's working with him. So whatever he said to him is working. Because remember he was in Omarion's ear? Remember after that, he always used to be in his ear, like talking to him. It's like he zeroed in on him. It worked. Whatever it did, it worked. Because that kid if you see him come in the game, he's dangerous. That means something's getting ready to happen. He's a playmaker. That's something. I'm calling him a playmaker, like Michael Irvin. He's the ultimate playmaker, but yeah, might as well bring To. Yeah, I know Sap is loving it. He loved being out there. I'm glad. I'm happy for him. I'm because he used to be. I follow him on Instagram, right? And I look for his commentary on. He break down certain plays, and I see how I'm like, damn, he need to be coaching. Like, why is he not coaching? I mean, yeah, he'll coach some people in the off season, help them with their technique. But I'm talking about coaching. He said, baby To, he's hurt. He coming back off injury. Remember, he had surgery. But look, we have him for next year. But or possibly this year. He had that what do you call that injury? It's right there by your collarbone, I believe. So he'll be back. But I see him around the team though. So yeah, man. When Marion come out there, he's dangerous. He's gonna do something. So, but he's the future. You said them kids are giving him life. He looked 20 years. Yeah, he do look younger, man. He loved being out there. He said he was on the couch and yeah, he had to get off that couch. Prime got him off the couch. Like, you need to come help us, man. He said it. He was like, when he came there, he said they were all crowding around him asking for advice. And he said that did something to him. Yeah, he do be on Instagram. He be on there heavy ball. He do. Yeah, To he go there whenever he want. But whatever he said to those receivers, it worked. So I'm glad he did come. I mean, come on, man. He's arguably one of the best receivers to play the game. You know, I never forget it, man. He played in that Super Bowl hurt. And still they could have won the game. But McNabb, I don't know. That's when he was with Philly. He wasn't supposed to play that game. He was playing hurt. He was hurt. But he tried to, come out there and make it happen. But yeah, man, he was a bad man, To. He definitely was. Yeah, he said they were calling him, asking him to come out and help. And Lewis came too. So I'm glad they're there. You see how animated they are? Man, you would love a coach like that. You got to because you got to match their intensity. You have to. Yeah, man. He's gonna make some players a lot of money just by being there. I know they're working with Barnes. That's what he needed. You needed players like that. I mean, coaches like that. Yeah, he got his first sack. And you see how the camera panned to Sapp and how Sapp was looking? Yeah, D. Lou is the truth. Yeah, he is. I love their intensity, man. You gotta be intense with them being a coach like that. You said O'Boyle was a great online coach, but couldn't relate to the players. Or it might have just it may not have been some systems just don't work for everybody. He said they're scared shitless. I would be. See how big he is? And you see how he talked? Like when he started talking, everybody listen because he's quiet. He's like, look, this is what the fuck we gonna do. And you gonna go out there and you gonna make a block. You're gonna have some pride about yourself and you're gonna make a man. I would love to play for him, man. Love it. You have to be intense. No, I think they're gonna because I know they're fine with the run game now. They got the guy from Michigan that came over to help, the linebacker, and we got Bentley, Woods doing his thing, Silman Craig just flying all over the place. He remind me of Bob Sanders. Remember, he's another one that's going to be in the NFL. He don't wrote his ticket to them. You talking about somebody auditioning? Yeah, he's going to the NFL. Just know it. So don't have to worry about it. I know Shallow's not back, but Silman Craig and Stoutmire is just fine. Yeah, Hillgreen. Yeah, I'm not worried about the run now. Just the offensive line. Protect Shadur. He 3 seconds, he should be good. But they're getting better every week, I think. I know he got sacked a lot last week, but it's still much improved than last year. It feels different. It feels different, man. And Low Holt is there. So at some point they're gonna make adjustments during the game. And they have done it. You remember Shadur got sacked a couple times and then they made adjustments and then he was fine the rest of the game. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They should be all right. They do have a rotation on the offensive line. Remember we were saying, how come what's his name not playing? He's playing, number 66. He's playing. Mayers. He's out there. They rotate. So yeah, they should be good. I like the field this year. Better than last year. Coach Prime is hilarious though. Coach Prime is hilarious. He was like, man, what they trying to give me more gray hair? He said, damn. But he said, I'll take the win. I'll take it. But yeah, they trying to give him more gray hair. Yeah, he not getting sacked that much like last time. Last time they were getting sacked, they couldn't come back. This time they could come back. But he just, our Prime go over to him. I know he'd be saying, man, get that ball out your hand. Just throw it away. Shadur is talking to him. I don't know what he's saying. So I'm like, all right, man. Even I say, but see, he be in the he be in the box when he had the ball. So he's not out of the box. So if he throw it away, he'll get a penalty. I can see if he's outside the box and he don't have nobody, then yeah, throw it away. But he know what he doing. I mean, he's still, if you notice, he no matter how much he get hit, he stay the same way. But yeah, he gonna give his old man more gray hair though. But You said trying to slow it down, try to contain it. Big Bro said trying to contain it. We're not going to stop the running game. We're going to have to contain it. Right. That sound more better. Yeah, contain it. At least hold the score down. Try to contain the score at least. Yeah, he is getting off the ball faster this year, but he don't mind taking hit. I don't. I know he don't. Well, what did he say during practice? He said, "Yeah, your head'll be down too if they coming at you like that." I mean, what can you say to him at that point? Like they were coming for him, so he said that's why his head was down. I mean, he said his eyes were down. He said your eyes will go down too as a natural if they coming at you like that. So I'm like, all right, well, what can you tell him? Just let him. I guess work it out somehow. I don't know, but he always figure out a way to do something. So hopefully they'll be able to like Big Bro said, like, yeah, contain that score, make it manageable for the offense to try to win. That's pretty much it. I don't see no problems with this team, and I really don't. Not this year. Not this year. I don't see no problem this year. I see them making a nice competitive game tomorrow. And Prime and some of the other guys that's from Florida, they'd be extra motivated. They probably gonna have family at the game and extra motivated to win. So UCF is a good team. So this is a really good win if they get it because they're going into the bye week. And, should have Shiloh back then. Even though he wants to play, I know he want to play. He want to play bad. So look for him to be suited up this game at least. So if they do need him, maybe he'll come in the game. Like if all fails, if they need him, yeah. But if not, let him sit out. You said our O-line is still a problem. Hopefully hopefully have it worked out. They working out the kinks. That's what I would have to say to people. Let them work out the kinks. You know, let them work out the kinks. They should be all right. I like Benson though. He got the attitude. Rock is doing fine. So they should be all right. I don't know what's going on with Tyler Johnson. I don't know. But I know he played Texas last year. He didn't give up a sack. So hopefully he get it together, whatever he got going on. It's only in year 2, Dina. I think as the years go on, the floodgates open as far as the recruiting is concerned. They did good so far. And they did really well this year in the off season in recruiting. They were number 1 again in recruiting overall. And that's saying a lot. So they were number 1 overall for 2 years. They the second year in a row at Colorado. They had the number 1 transfer portal and stuff like that. Seton, the acquisition of Seton was really big. That was really big. And you see that it's starting to pan out. Seton is doing fine. He's an All-American. He's a true freshman. He's having a true freshman campaign. He's doing really well. He's learning on the fly too. Obviously, he'll make a few mistakes, but he's not making that many mistakes where it's costing you the game. He's doing really well. Not worried about Rock. Benson, I'd like to see him back at right tackle, but hey, the coaches know better. That's Loholt. So I can't say he don't know what he's talking about. He was in the NFL, so he sees something in practice I don't see. So because they see the whole practice, we don't. So they'll be all right. They'll be okay. But yeah, I give Loholt a lot of credit though. So I think they're gonna be fine. They're actually getting better week by week. So I would close with that. That's the most positive thing I could say. That week by week they're getting better. I could see if they were getting worse, but they're getting better. They finally been that defensive coordinator is all that. Yeah, man, this is a good team, man. But Seaton was good, man. He's good, isn't he? Sure is. He not scared either. He's out there. He know he's supposed to be out there. He looked like a left tackle. Yeah, as long as you get better week by, it's better than getting worse. I tell you that much. But by the end of the season, Prime he gonna be all gray by the end of the season. Yo, I love to hear Coach Prime go off in halftime. I love that. And I know some of the players got to hold their laugh in, especially if he's looking at you. You can't be the one to laugh. You know how he goes off and stuff? Man, it's hilarious. He's like, y'all keep the main thing the main thing. Oh, man. He said, y'all messing up. He said, the special teams ain't that damn special. He ain't say damn, but he was like, y'all ain't that special. He said, darn it, y'all ain't that special. Yo, I will have to close my eyes. I can't laugh at him, man. I said, don't worry, coach, we got you. Don't say you got me. Go out there and do it. He said, y'all. And then after the game, what did he do? Hey, man, we pulled the game out. We got some stuff to work on. Oh, man, I don't mean to laugh at him, but I can't wait to hear his what he said at halftime. But and then usually it works though, right? They start playing better. But yeah, man, don't give Prime a break this week. Don't have a close game for him. But yeah, hopefully this game is the game right here. But for those that's going to the game, man, y'all be safe. Y'all gonna have should have some nice weather tomorrow. Oh, you in Orlando now? You said it's the humidity. That's how it is, man. What the weather looks like for tomorrow? Um, like the temperature and stuff. I think it's supposed to be nice, right? No rain or anything. You say you need to start off fast. Exactly. That's what he was saying. You need to come out and really go for it. You'll be watching on Fox. Same here. I think the weather is supposed to be nice for them tomorrow. So the players are used to the humidity. So a lot of them from Florida. So that the weather is not going to be a factor for them. Oh, 50% chance of rain at 4, 71% at 5. Okay, so they're going to have a little bit of rain. Let me see. So 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Would it start 2 something there, right? 2:33. Yeah, they might have a little bit of rain. Yeah, it shouldn't affect them. A lot of those players are from Florida, so for the first 3 quarters and then dry in the quarter 4. The replacement kicker. Oh, that's right. Philly blew his knee out, right? Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I didn't like how he went off the field the last time. Yeah, man, that's unfortunate. He blew his knee out. Well, wish him a speedy recovery. Um, I'm assuming it's Palazzo, right? Damn, his ACL. It's on his kicking knee, isn't it? He'll come back. He young. Sports medicine. He'll be back. I hate to see that though, But oh, they've been in touch in Jackson State. I'm glad LeJohntay and his brother came. I'm glad they did. That was a good pickup, man. LeJohntay, Will Shepherd, and them. That was good pickup. But wishing Speely a speedy recovery. Damn, ACL. How did he get injured? He tried to tackle. That was on that run back, right? Yeah, I think that's when he got hurt. Yeah, he tried to tackle. He's big enough to tackle though, and he do like to tackle. If whenever he can, he do like to tackle. He's not a small kicker. That's how his dad was actually. His dad was a big kick. His dad was Diesel, man. Like as a kicker, so he got that in him, to like try to like really go to headhunt somebody. Oh, they released pics of Coach Prime. Yeah, I saw that. He said he got even more gray hair now. He said, "I'm somebody's granddaddy." Did she have a boy or a girl? I'm not sure. What did she have? Y'all know, a boy? I think it was a boy, right? I think she had a boy. His foot got stuck in the turf when he made the tackle. Dang. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, that's kind of like unfortunate. Oh, he was born on Coach's birthday. He was born on August 9th. Yeah, I know mine is August 8th. So he was born on August 9th, huh? That's what's up. Yeah, they gonna have a good time tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time for people that's going. I'm gonna enjoy watching this game. This game right here, I'm gonna enjoy it. Um, I like the fact Rock is getting his playing time. Remember last year he had to sit out. Now he doing his thing now. That's good for him. You said students in both end zones. It could get loud. Oh, all right. They're gonna be giving Shadur the business. You think, huh? They can't bring recruits on away games. Okay, they go to the other school. Okay. So you saying some of those recruits are there for Colorado? They just flew into that game. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be looking at Colorado too while they're there. You said UCF struggled to beat TCU. I don't know, man. I think they're matched up well. They saying that Colorado was down 2 touchdowns. Like they saying that UCF is a 2 touchdown favorite. I'm thinking it's more even than that. I mean, we have an All-American quarterback. Think about it. We got an All-American receiver / cornerback. Arguably, we have an All-American safety. You know, Silman Craig, and we got the linebackers doing their thing. I think they're fine. I don't think it's 2 touchdowns, but shoot, I'm just flip some recruits, right? That could be it. This is a good conference game. Yeah, it's really good. They got a chance to get down there early. That's a plus. You know, gel together more. They in the hotel, they get to hang out together. Stuff like that. Get to know each other. Yeah, man, it's a good trip. You said they got a big boy like 6'9". What is he? Is he on the offensive line? That's always a problem when you have those guys like that. Oh, defensive line being 50 pounds lighter. That's when the what my coach used to say, because our line was like that. He said that's when your heart comes into the game, son. I'm like, all right, coach, you ain't got to be out the one getting beat up. And I remember he looked at me. You got something to say? Nope, I ain't got nothing to say. He said, because if you do, you ain't playing. Because I'm always known to say something, but I ain't say nothing. You said they average 50 pounds lighter on the D line. Yeah, well, I like Okunlola, Hayes, Green. I think they'll be all right. We'll see. I like Anquin Barnes is big. Chidozie, he do what it takes, so I think they should be all right. But yeah, them Hogs, man, you got to have Hogs on the team on that offensive line. You do. That makes a really big difference. Yeah, I was looking at their offensive line. I'm like, yeah, they got some big boys, man. They do. Yeah, they gonna run the ball. You said Arm and Hammer. I like that. Bentley and Hill Green. I like how you said that. You said they're gonna have that boy timid to run in the second quarter. I hope so, Ed. I like that right there. You said, how do you find a 6'9" dude from Germany? Recruiting. You got to go get him. Yeah, they recruit out of the U.S. You got to go find the Hogs wherever you can find them. Yeah, man. I was looking at their let me just bring up their roster real quick, their depth chart. I was just looking at their actually, let me find the depth chart. They have the size on there. And you will see that they yeah, man, they got size for sure. No, this don't have the size, but no, that was from last year. Let me see. Damn, he's 6'11". Am I reading this right? I thought y'all said 6'9". He's 6'11". Holy shit. Right tackle. And then they have another one behind him that's 6'7". Yeah, he's 6'11". And they got another that's the right tackle. Their left tackle is 6'7". Yeah, they got some hogs, man. Their center, well, he's about the same size as Colorado center. He's 6'3", 295. Wait a minute. Yeah, 6'3", 295. And their backup center is 6'3", 315. Yeah, they got one right tackle that's 6'11", and the left tackle is 6'7". Yeah, he's 6'11", dog. They got a 6'11" right tackle. I'm gonna be looking out for him. He's 6'11". I don't know. If he's starting, that means he got good feet. If he's starting. But we're gonna see how his feet is tomorrow. I'm gonna be, now that y'all said that, I'm gonna be looking on that right side tomorrow. Now that means Okunlola will have that assignment. So that's who Okunlola going to be going against. I'm not sure, big bro, how many players redshirting. We're gonna, I guess, you got to wait till after maybe week what is it, week 6? Because you get to play what, 3 or 4 games or something like that. Yeah, the quarterback is big, man. This is crazy. Oh, let me see how big the quarterback is. Golly. 6'3", 247, dog. Yeah, they coming with that running game. They coming with it. But that's all right. I'm gonna be looking on that right. Damn, he's 6'11". Because Tank, remember they had Tank last year. He was 6'10". And I'm watching him this season. He having a pretty good season, by the way, up there at Oregon State. You said a few players. It's a few players wanting a red shirt now. That's what he said. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a few. Hey, Miss BS, how you doing? I'm pretty sure they have a few red shirt. Maybe Omarion, maybe. If I was Omarion, I would want a red shirt. But I don't know. Is he playing special teams though? I'm not sure. I could see Omarion maybe if even though I think they can use him this year, but he probably want that eligibility, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would red shirt too. Damn, 6'11". And the other one is 6'7". Yeah, well, we're gonna see what he do tomorrow. Okunlola, that's his assignment, I believe. So yeah, but is he a nasty 6'11" though? I'm talking about with the hands extra taped up, like battering rams. Is he like that? Then yeah, that's gonna be a problem. No, I mean, sometimes you want a red shirt for the eligibility, because why waste a year when you can have 3 more years? Because look, they got LeJounte leaving, they got Travis leaving. Is Will Shepherd leaving? He might be leaving going to the draft. You got Jimmy leaving. So you got to think about that. So you got 4 major wide receivers leaving, right? So if I'm like a Marion or somebody, yeah, I want that extra year, right? Because I'm gonna be the man next year. He gonna be the man. So he'll have extra years, to develop if he needs it. So yeah, I'll take that red shirt for sure. Or like a Caleb Mathis, because he's gonna be up and coming because he run routes like crazy. So, and I think his brother might want a red shirt because he need to gain weight. And once he gain his weight to the proper weight and whatnot, then he'd be ready to go because the skills are there. Caleb's brother, Cole Mathis, he just need to gain weight. So he needs that extra 2 years of development for the weight room and to eat. I'm talking about eating and weight room. And he's probably going to get a little taller. So, and after that, that's it. He can go ahead and play. I'm pretty sure he's going to redshirt. I know, because he gotta give his body time to gain the weight. He's not gonna look the same how he did this year. He'll look a little different. Yeah, definitely Mathis, especially his brother at wide receiver. That's his year next year, definitely. And then he'll have, like I said, he'll have that extra year. But I believe he plays special teams though. So if they got him on special teams, he's playing. So I don't know how he gonna redshirt because you need somebody, But I don't know. Maybe he gonna want a red shirt. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, you said I heard Shaw was playing tomorrow. He might. But if they can afford to keep him out, if they winning, I would say that. But they probably will suit him up just in case. I would at least suit him up just in case. But I think Stoutmeyer is okay. Stoutmeyer, dad, Omar Stoutmeyer, played in the league. So I know he got the fundamentals down. So you say you kidding? I know Shiloh want to play. I know he do, especially it's this Florida game too. I know he wants to play because you heard what he said in practice. He said, "Man, they kind of keeping me back too long now." He wants to get out there, but sometimes you got to hold players back for themselves. At least let them stay out for the bye week. This a long season, so need them for the rest of the season. Yeah, there's quite a few players, Dina. You got Jimmy Horn, you got Wester, you got Shepard. Shepard got a resume in the SEC. He comes from the SEC. Um, you got Travis. Yeah, you got quite a few players that's leaving. But we do have quite a few players in that wide receiver room that are sophomores, freshmen and sophomores that should be ready for this upcoming season. So, and maybe some of them, like you said, they might redshirt. So they'll be ready for the upcoming season. Yeah, I would say dress Shiloh out just in case if you need him. But yeah, for sure he gonna dress out. For sure. But see, the thing you gotta watch him though, because see, the thing is, depending on how the game going, he gonna be wanting to get in that game. So like, no, man, just stay back. We don't need you right now. Oh, I think the weather is gonna be good. It's gonna hold out. They said a little bit of rain, so Hope it's not like pouring down. Like, I don't know. But Travis and them, they should be used to it. Didn't Travis grow up in Florida? I know he played in Georgia, but I believe he grew up in Florida, I believe. I'm not sure. But he should be used to it. A lot of them are. They used to the heat. A lot of them grew up in Texas, too. I know Woods played in Texas. His high school ball, he played in Texas. So he used to the heat. You said it's going to be windy, too? Oh, damn. Don't worry, two out there. He working on it. He going to have to figure it out. Yeah, I forgot about the wind. It's windy here, actually. Yeah, Shiloh has the cast off, and that's very good. See how sports medicine is? You see how sports medicine, they put that they have the surgery, and so remember the doctor told him, he said, I'll make sure you get back. He said, I'll make sure you get back in no time. You say you worried about the special teams? I don't know, man. If it's windy out there, it can go either kind of way. It's going to work, and each team got to be worried about special teams if it's like that. Oh, you a graduate student, Dina? Yeah, that wind is going to be a factor, but it's all right. That's going to make for a fun game. We see what two can do in that wind. I tell you what, though, look for him to run it. Look for him to run. But yeah, as far as Shiloh is concerned, yeah, you got to watch him because he's gonna want to get in the game. So if something go wrong, he can like put me in, and that's like, look, you need to rest a little bit. But if he can go out there and make something happen, then do it. But yeah, this is definitely they're gonna win this game. I'm telling you. You said another blood pressure pearl clinching game. Yeah, they need to chill with Prime, man. They said they're gonna give him more gray hair. You said, oh, that's right, Jimmy. He didn't live too far, right? He didn't live too far. He gonna have family and stuff at the game. Yeah, he definitely gonna want to show out. Jimmy, yeah, definitely is, and he won his get back too from UCF. I think when he said he played at South Florida, he didn't. He want to get his get back. So yeah, definitely look for him. Oh, you got your dad watching and peeping out the bus. Oh, he's straight up Warriors and 49ers fan. But he West Coast. Y'all from the West Coast. And you said 49ers and Warriors, huh? You guys must be West Coast. Oh, well, I knew it. Well, you said West Side. I knew it. I knew it. I was just out there this past June. I went by the USC campus, right? So I'm driving by the USC campus. I get out, take pictures and stuff. And I went all the way on the other side. And I'm looking around because I got out the car. I said, let me get back in this car, man. I'm in the hood, man. This the hood. That campus is right next to the hood, man. Like right there. It's the hood. So I'm like, man, the hell is this? I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm thinking USC, like Hollywood. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but man, it wasn't nobody out, but you could tell it was the hood though. You say you have your faint and salt. No, it ain't gonna be that type of game, man. You don't need it. Prime might need it. Phi Beta Sigma alum, go Buffs. That's what's up, Gary Lewis. You gonna enjoy the game tomorrow? What's your score? They gonna win this. Talking about they down by 2 touchdowns. No, man. Nope. It ain't no 2 touchdowns. They not the favorite by 2 touchdowns. Oh, you West Coast as well? Born and raised in Oakland? Okay. We got some West Coast up in here. Now that was Prime that almost had a fit during the game. I know, man. Remember when it was 2 seconds left? You saw his face. He was like, "Here we go again." 21-10. I'm with you, Gary, on that one. I'm with you on that one. We going 21-10, y'all. Damn, DJ, you going 40? You going 41-26? Oaktown. You said I'm Berkeley, but Central Coast. Yeah, man. I didn't realize it was like it was that in the hood. It's in the hood, man. Now the other side of the campus is really nice. I must say. Because somebody was out there, they was like, "You're not from around here, are you?" I said no. And nobody told me. I'm out there with a Yankees cap on. Ain't nobody said nothing to me, man. I didn't know you wasn't supposed to wear that out there. Man, I went up in this gas station. It was real nice and hood. Yes, it was. They must have thought I was the police or something. I honestly think so. Yeah, I ain't know you weren't supposed to wear a Yankee hat. I had my Yankee stuff all on. Somebody said, "You not, where you from?" That's what they said to me. And I told them, they said, "Oh, okay." They said, "Yeah, we figure you from out of town." I said, "I'm from out of town, man." But I was all over the place. I had a good time. I was only out there a few days though. Actually, I was out there a week. I was out there enough time. But I didn't get a chance to do everything I wanted to do though. Yeah, I didn't know that, Dean. I was like, "What's wrong with my Yankee hat?" And the guy laughed at me. He said nothing. He said nothing, man. He didn't tell me. He said nothing. But yeah, yeah. I'm out there with a full Yankee hat on and a Yankee jersey on top of it. Yep, yep. I sure did. And they was like, it was like, "Man, we know you ain't from around here." Because they asked me, they was like, where are you from?" I was like, "I'm New Jersey." They said, "What bring you over here?" I said, "I'm out here seeing family." Like that. They damn sure said something to me. For sure they did. Yep. Then I made my way on down to Venice. And then then I went to what is it? You got Venice and you got Santa Monica. Because you can walk, I just walk. You just walk the boardwalk. But I do recommend just parking in Santa Monica and then just walking. And so I enjoyed that. But a lot of stores don't close down from what I heard. We were walking around Santa Monica. All them stores closed, man. Y'all know that? Them stores are closing down because of the violence. They having because when I was out there was police everywhere on the beach. But yeah, man, they closed down. Them stores got closed down. Yeah, they told me. I was they was like, because I went in the store, I think they thought I was the police at first. And the kid was like, "Yo, where you from?" I said, "New Jersey." And they started laughing. It was like, "Oh man." They said, "You got the Yankees on, man." I was like, I said, "Is that a problem?" They was like, "Bruh." It's like, you good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they was like, yeah, you don't really rock that over here. I said, okay, I know now. And I sat out there and talked to them for a little bit, and I was all over South Central, all over, like everywhere. It's a shame what they're doing there. They gentrifying and kicking people out, raising the rent up. Yeah, man, people are moving out of there, man, in droves right now. The trend is they're moving to Texas, moving to Houston. That's what I heard. They priced everything like everything is just so expensive there. Um, but that was the first day I was there. Like the second day, I was with people I knew. So then I found out about the Yankee stuff. It was like, where were you? I was like, I was everywhere. I was I pretty much took what's the name of that famous street? Um Damn, what's the name of it? I just took it all the way down. That street went all the way down. All the way down. Yeah, man, that's what they were telling me out there. Because I went by where Nipsey old store was. Because I went over there, they got that whole thing gated off. You can't go over there, right? But there's a store like down the street from it, right? And I went in there to get like a T-shirt and stuff because I saw it on YouTube. When I told them my family, like, where you find us? I saw I found you on YouTube, right? And they started telling me, they was like, bro, nobody want to shop over here. They said the tourists don't even want to come over here. And he was like, their price and everything. He said the rent on his store went up. He said they pricing them out. He said you're gonna have to close down. And he said the trend is a lot of people are moving to like Texas and stuff, but he said the rent is like $2,000-3,000, fam. I was like, damn. So I kind of like got an understanding out there. I was out there long enough, and they were telling me. But yeah, man, it's increasing too because people are moving there. In just Nickel B. So, oh yeah, I heard about the new laws about the greedy landlords. I heard about that. I guess they trying to do something like, because people are moving out in droves, man. Because I was kind of looking around there, like looking at places, and it's just too expensive for me. It's too expensive. But yeah, man, I was all up and around there. But then, they building a stadium. I saw with the Clippers. I went by there. That stadium should be ready by next season, right? They got that. And they building some type of museum that's supposed to be state of the art. But people are moving out. It's crazy. And I kind of went by, I forget the neighborhood I was in. It was where Marvin Gaye used to live. And literally like within like a block in back of his house where Hattie McDaniel used to live. So I went by there to take pictures. But that area was split off by the freeway, and it broke that community up. That community has never been the same. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do everything I wanted to do. I wasn't there long enough. If I had stayed another week, maybe. It's just too much. It's just the place is bigger than I thought it was. It's huge, man. I rented a car, still didn't matter. I didn't get a chance to like really hang out in Hollywood like I wanted to, but yeah, it was just too much, man. I had to like kind of stay. I did quite a bit of stuff, but not everything. And some of my people, they had to work, so I had to wait. I was on their time too, so yeah, I can't wait for the game. Oh, you near Newport Beach, Monterey? Oh, okay, okay. I heard it's nice up there. That's over there where Kobe used to stay at. Yeah, next time I'm gonna try to get to out in San Fran area. I got some people out there too. Oh, it's you just type in Max V Media. Oh, you went to college in SoCal? Yeah, so you know all about that area. Not the same though, CC. Like they moving everybody out. That's what they were telling me. Like my cousin went to college there too. He said it's not the same. He said, and it's starting to happen as of like 3 years ago. People moving out. He was like, but I heard they did something with the something about raising the rent and stuff. They made it put it into law, so hopefully that'll keep people from not having to leave. But yeah, man. Yeah, I will. I definitely want to get to the Bay Area. I got people there. You said if they win, so many players are going to Miami before the bye week. I could see that. I know, like Shadur and them like to go out there, right? Yeah. Oh, they can't raise past 1 to 5% once a year. Okay, so maybe that'll help curb it down. I went by Skid Row too. I ran into it. I didn't mean to go by there. I just ran into it. I was talking to this guy over there. He said, "Man, I want to be homeless." He said, "I'm not paying this high ass rent," and he worked too. He has a job. He said, "I'm homeless, man." He said, "But I'm good though." He was like, "I am not." I said, "I feel you on that." He's like, "I'm not paying this high ass rent," and he said, he was just telling me like it's just different things. Like some people don't want to do it, but I just couldn't. Like you have to go there to see it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like it was just so this one stretch. It's had so many tents. It's like I'm like, man, yeah, they got RVs out there, um, but some of them their RVs is straight up like a house. Like I see why they're doing it, and there's different levels to the homelessness out there. You got some people that's working and they got nice RVs and stuff. But what they did was when I was out there, they cleaned up the beaches. They don't want them near the beach anymore. So they having an issue with that out there. I didn't see any tents on the beach. They had cleaned it up. But then you had a few on the outskirts of Venice. But even the cops was around there giving them static. But yeah, definitely. I did see some nice RVs and some nice cars. I most certainly did. So they're technically not homeless. Like if you got an RV, that's your apartment on wheels, really. But it's not like, but yeah, but some people, man, it's like, yeah, it's something I've never seen before. I mean, I've seen homelessness in New York, but and it's starting to get worse in New York, believe it or not. I remember New York in the 80s, but I had never seen nothing like Skid Row. Never seen it before. No, I didn't get a chance to go to Disney. My peoples didn't have time. I didn't want to go by myself. But next time, everybody had to work, so I was just kind of floating around. I had my list on what I need to do. I went by Melrose because I wanted to go by this antique shop to get some old T-shirts from like the 80s. That's what I was looking for. So I did go over there, different places like that. He said the governor is cleaning up the homeless. Yeah, he gonna have to do it before the Olympics come. See, everything is planned in like 4 and 5 year increments. They know the Olympics is coming back to Los Angeles, so they're gonna have to try to clean it up. That's all. That's what they're doing. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I don't know if they're gonna clean up Skid Row though. That might remain the same, but the weather does invite it. I can see why. But it's like it's kind of structured out there from what they were telling me. It's like they got a structure to it, to this whole Skid Row thing. I wish I had my camera because I really wanted to vlog out there, but I don't know. I turned into a tourist. That's pretty much what happened. But yeah, man, it's beautifully set there, man. You guys got really nice weather. It's a nice setting. Just people just moving out, man. I ran into this old school baseball player. He used to play baseball in the 1960s. He played in the 60s and 70s, the late 60s and all the way into the mid 70s. He played for I think he played for the Dodgers. I believe he played for the Yankees. But he'd be out there. If you ever go to Venice, in that little area where there's like a handball court, he's right there. He usually have like a little old school jersey on, and he'd be like throwing the baseball. That's him. He's an older guy. I was out there talking to him. I should have interviewed him. But yeah, and I looked him up. That's definitely him. He played in the late 60s and 70s. Major League Baseball. He'd be out there. He lives in Venice. He lives like he don't live on the beach. He lives like on one of those streets over there. I mean, where did I see him at? Yeah, Venice. He live in one of those houses over there. I think DJH got a blowout going on. Somebody said they're gonna win by a couple touchdowns. I think they're gonna win by a couple touchdowns. I mean, Shadur is an All-American, and like I said, Travis All-American. They're gonna do some things tomorrow in conjunction with everybody else. You said the rich want the Cali all to themselves and push people out. I know. You know what's crazy? If you look at Miami, right, back in the 1940s, there was a black guy that owned all of that. Not Star Island, and I forget this other island where the rich live. He owned that. He purchased it in the 1940s. And the reason why he purchased it because he wanted a place where people could have a beach to go to because things were segregated. And he owned all of that. And what happened was, I think in the late 40s, they took it from him. They either took it from him or they made him sell it. Actually, they made him sell it because they said that they didn't want a black guy having all that property. and they made him sell it. But parts of Miami, like where the beach is and stuff, he owned that. He owned all that land. And they took it from him in the late 40s. They took it because of the reason why he was doing it so people could have a place to go because things were segregated. But they just like what they did with in New York City, Central Park. They did the same thing in Central Park. They took that land away. They used to be a African community. And also in certain parts of the Greenwich Village. I know Washington Square Park. Do you know they got bodies under there? A lot of people don't know that. And I remember every time I go there, I always creep somebody out and tell them. You'd be sitting out there enjoying your day at Washington Square Park because right there, NYU is right there. So I'll say to somebody, I say, hey, you sitting on top of bodies right now, right? This lady was like, what? I said, yeah, this is an African burial ground right here. And I said, see that old tree over there? They used to hang people from that tree. I freak people out every time I tell them because the average New Yorker don't know that. They don't know that. And matter of fact, out here where I live, I'm not from here, but I'm in Richmond, Virginia, but they have a burial ground here. It's right next to the hood, under the highway. It's a burial ground. And they have it marked though so people can know. But a lot of people say it's haunted at night. But you do feel an energy if you go around there. Yeah, Central Park, if you go look it up. If you ever go to Central Park, I think what street is that? They have a placard there so you'll know. Like this used to be a historic African neighborhood. It has it. The markers are still up where the houses used to be. You just have to know where to look for it. But yeah, that's what happened. They took it. They bought it out for a little or nothing. And the same thing they did with Washington Square Park. But I get a kick out of telling people that because a lot of people don't know. I'll just get into a random conversation. I say, hey, you standing on top of a cemetery. They was like, what are you talking about? I said, this is a cemetery. But they converted into a park. I forget what year they did. I think it was in the 20s or 30s. Or maybe something like that. I said, but they converted it. I'm in the outskirts of Richmond, Dina. Yeah, but the Richmond itself, yeah, man, it's they got some hoods over there. They got some historically, it's a lot of history here because of the Civil War. And it's a lot of old, like African neighborhoods over here. It's a lot of history, but yeah, certain parts is bad. I came here for school and I never left. That's what happened. I had went back to school and I stayed here. And I was like, nah, I'm not leaving. I left off and on, traveling, but I kind of anchored down here. It's not that far from New York City. It's like a 7-hour drive. If you don't want to drive, there's a train that goes straight there. So it's really good. You say you had Carl's Jr. chicken. Okay. But guys, let me get out of here. I'm about to get up out of here and maybe go live on the other spot. This Puff news has taken over everything. He in trouble now. They got a lawyer now. It's this other lawyer that came on now. Oh my God. This guy's like a showstopper. He's what I call a showstopper. Yeah, it's about a 5.5-hour trip to New Jersey. 6 hours, 7 hours in New York City. I'm used to the drive though. It's nothing to me. So it's just kind of like I drive I'll probably, if I'm going up to New York, I'll leave here at midnight. I do a midnight drive, and then you know, you don't have any traffic. I'll be there before, like, you drive that early at night, I mean late at night, you're not gonna have any traffic at all. Yeah, he's screwed, and I'm talking about it on the other page. He is screwed. And guess what the lawyer said though? He said more celebrities are going down. He said they're gonna be named next week in a press conference. This guy don't care about outing people. It's getting ready to get crazy. But he said there's celebrities involved. He said, and there's underage children involved. He said they were underage children at the time. At the time these things happened. It's getting ready to get crazy. And guess how many people he's representing? He's representing 50 people. 50. So he said he anticipates some celebrities going down or getting sued because he got access to the videotapes. Craziness. But guys, I'm out of here. I'll probably come back on a little bit tomorrow for the game, if not after the game. I'll do a post game and whatnot. And yeah, it should be a really good game, man. For anybody going, y'all should have a good time. If not, it's on primetime TV again. I mean, no, it's actually on Fox, I believe. Yeah, it's on Fox. So it's going to be a good game. It's a couple other good games tomorrow. I'm going to check out that Alabama game, too. I think they're playing Georgia. So that should be something to look at, too. But definitely 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'll be there. All right, y'all. Good talking to you guys. I'll see you guys later. All right, y'all.